Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting to the program wherever you are joining us from. We appreciate you. We welcome you to this very program. You are highly welcome. Please like and share the program as you join the platform. Like and share to family and friends.
Bluetooth mode.
Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting wherever you are connecting us from. We appreciate you. We welcome you. Like and share the program. Like and share on your WhatsApp group. Like and share. Welcome, 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 welcome.
It's not to come to pass that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yeshua, who came here and said, "Let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven." Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. And we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask for hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Ephix and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on Burma to Igede, the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with you. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets and tell you. By the time that we are born, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated stated non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in
He said, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining this program wherever you are joining us from. We appreciate you. We welcome you to this very platform today, wherever you are connecting us from. And we say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, wherever you are joining us from. Wherever you are connecting from, if you are joining from Biafra land, I say my special thanks goes to you, because it's not easy for you to be able to be in Biafra land and you are connecting to this very program. My special thanks goes to you. I appreciate you immensely. I appreciate you. And I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and provide for you. Anybody that is watching this program from any part of the world, please, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okike, kindly like and share this program. Make sure you invite one person at least. Make sure that you invite at least one person to this very program. Like and share this program to all platforms so that we can be able to reach to as many people as possible in this program today. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you are joining us for the very first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and like. Kindly subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified. Each time I come online, you will be among the first to get the notification. Don't forget to click the notification. And if you are joining for the very first time, I want you to know that in this very platform, this is a platform that is standing with the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we stand, and we continue to stand. In this very platform, we do not preach hate speech. We do not come here to instigate violence. Neither do we come here to fight against people or talk down on people. No. What we do in this platform, more especially, is to encourage Biafrans across the world. Is to update Biafrans across the world of the situation of things, the level we have gone to, what is happening in Biafra land. We bring it to light for everybody to see. What we do in this platform is to debunk every lie they have told against us, against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against the Biafra people. Every lie they have concocted, every blackmail against us, we come here to decimate it and throw it to the trash. In this very platform, this is a place where we come together to encourage each other. We come here to remind Biafrans of their legitimate right that they must not give up, no matter what happens. No matter the oppression, no matter the attack, no matter the intimidation, no matter the blackmail, there are some legitimate rights that you have that you must not gamble with. We are here to remind you of those rights. Those three major rights you must hold strong to your heart. Those three major rights. One of them is the right to self-determination. The right to self-determination is a right that you must hold dearly to your heart. International law supports the right to self-determination. African chartered law accepts self-determination, supports it. Nigerian law itself supports self-determination. So you can see, you are pursuing the right cause. Do not allow anybody to make you feel as if you are committing a crime by demanding for self-determination. No, you are not. In fact, you are doing the right thing at the right time. The call for self-determination that the Biafran people are making today is the right call to make, and it is at the right time. A time when everything has fallen apart. A time when the center cannot hold anymore. A time when the blackmail, propaganda, and deceit can no longer stand. A time when it has become obvious there is no way forward except disintegration. So wherever you are as a Biafran and you are speaking about self-determination, talk about it with confidence. Talk about it with boldness. Talk about it with your head lifted high. Don't make anybody make you feel less of a human because you are asking for self-determination. It is the right thing to do, and you are on the right path. Another right that we are here to remind you of is the right to self-defense. The right to self-defense is a right that every human being created on planet Earth, including animals, hold dear to their heart. If animals and plants can hold the right to self-defense, how much more a human being created by Chukwu Okike? You see why you must hold those rights very, very tight. Chukwu Okike gave us that right to self-defense, and international law supports it. International law supports the right to self-defense. African law supports the right to self-defense. Nigerian law itself supports the right to self-defense. And I am not saying what I'm saying here to make you happy or to make you feel differently. I am telling you exactly the truth. We have seen several videos where the Minister of Defense in Nigeria came out and told the people to defend themselves, that you must not sit back and wait for the military to come. You must not sit back and put your faith in the police. That people should rise up and defend themselves. The Minister of Defense in Nigeria was saying this on national TV. So many of us saw it on video. Even up to today, they are encouraging people to even engage terrorists in order to defend themselves. They are free to embark in any way, any media they can be able to protect themselves from the enemy. The Nigerian government is preaching that. So you see that the right for self-defense is a right that every Biafran must hold dear to their heart. When it comes to Biafran people, they make you feel as if you are committing offense. You are not. What you see the Biafran Liberation Army doing today, what you see the ESN doing today, what you see the Black Marine doing today, what you see the task force doing today, what you see every force that is fighting for Biafra doing today is what? Self-defense. What the strike force is doing today is self-defense. They are trying to defend your life and your property. And it is a right that is supported by international law, African law, and Nigerian law itself. So do not allow anybody anywhere to make you feel different. That is what they always do. They will make you feel less than a human. They will make you feel as if you are committing a crime by demanding for your right. I bet you, whatever we are doing today is on the right path. And that is why our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel, can be in a civilized world and continue to support the cause that we are pursuing. If Mazi Simon Ekpa is committing any crime, there's no way he will be in Finland and he will be talking about Biafra. If it is unlawful to defend ourselves, there's no way Mazi Simon Ekpa will be walking free. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Indonesia, I want you to know that he's a lawyer and he read international law. He is not just a novice. Every single thing he's supposed to do, he knows the consequence. He knows what is right and what is wrong. The person that is leading this struggle today has knowledge, wisdom, understanding of every step we are taking. Biafra far and wide. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that defending yourself is a crime. It is not. It is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Another right we are here to wake up your spirit. Every day I come online, I'll continue to say it, is the right to life. You have the right to live. Chukwu Okike Abiama, who gave you the opportunity to come to this world through your mother. From the very moment you came out in that labor room, you have acquired the right to life. And no man has the right to take that life from you. No man. Not even your parents. Not even the doctor who is present. They have no right to take your life. As long as you were to kick from the stomach and you were born in the labor room, the right to life become automatically activated in your life. Nobody has the right to tell you not to live your life. Chukwu gave you that right, and international law supports the right to life. You have the right to live any place you are and survive. Nigerian law gives right to life. African law gave right to life. But when it comes to those of us who are from Biafra land, because of the intimidation, because of the humiliation, because of the tyranny, they will make us feel that we don't have the right to live. They make us feel that we must have to accept some certain standard before we can be able to have life. They make us feel that we must first of all bow to the caliphate before we can have life. It is a lie from the pit of hell. It is a lie. Don't make anybody make you feel that your life is in his or her hand. Your life is in the hand of nobody except in the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Only Chukwu Okike Abiyama has the right to take away your life from you at any given point in time, and you have no objection, you have no say. Apart from Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who gave you that life, no human being, no government have the right to take it from you. The right to life. We must hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. That is why we are here. In this very platform, it is an interactive section. You can see the link that I posted there. That link, it is for you to make use of the link. You come into the program, you make your contributions, you bring your ideas, you ask your questions, make your suggestions, say your word of encouragement, say your prayers, and let the world hear you. You are free to speak in any Biafran language that you are fluent at. Any Biafran language you are fluent at, you are free to speak on that. If you have a particular audience you want to address, you can speak in a language that they will understand. We will not stop you. In this platform, when you click that link and join, it is not compulsory that you must agree with everything I say. No, it is not compulsory. If you have a disagreement for what I say, feel free to express yourself. But when you are expressing yourself in any issue, try to be civil. Make sure that you are civil in this platform. As long as you're civil, we cannot hinder you from making your contribution. We cannot hinder you from saying what you want to say. You have your 3 minutes or 5 minutes to express yourself and say it the way you feel it. It is free. You can never tell. We might learn from you, or at the end of the day, if we have disagreement, we can agree at last. Either we learn from you or you learn from us. But when you are coming with your argument, make sure you are very, very sure of what you're speaking about. Make sure you have your facts with you. If you have your fact, you are welcome. You must not be a Biafra, even if you are not a Biafra. But there are some misunderstandings you're having about Biafra. Click the link, come out and ask the question. Even if you don't agree with our agitation, click the link, come and ask the question. Even if you're one Nigerian and you have a question you want us to answer, click the link, come in and answer the question. Ask the question. The only thing we beg you is to try to be civil. Try to be civil in your question. Try to be civil in your discussion. We will give you all the time on the earth to express yourself and say what you want to say. That is what we do on this platform. Most importantly, for Biafran people, if you are a Biafran, this platform is your home. You must have to learn how to make use of that link I put there. You click on that link. It is not compulsory you must show your picture. We know the security issues. It is not compulsory that you must show your face. What we want to hear is your points of view. Click that link. Come out and make your points. If you want to send a congratulatory message to our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, feel free. Click the link. Come and send your congratulatory letter and prayers to Mazi Simon Ekpa. I can bet you that he's watching and he's seeing every single thing you are saying. Every single point you're making, he's seeing it. Members of the cabinet are watching this program and they will take information to him. There is no question you ask here that we cannot be able to answer. If I cannot answer you, let me tell you, there are people I can consult to give you an answer, a satisfying answer. We have a lot of able men and women on the comment section. That is why I call it an interactive section. So feel free on your own to come in and make your contribution. So before we dig deep into this very discussion, I have to welcome everyone that is participating on this program today. I welcome my beloved sister, Linda TV Show. Thank you so much for being there for me all the time. You are always there. Machi Bossa, thank you so much for joining. Machi, I appreciate you. Emenike Chibo, thank you for joining. Emenike. Igando Tati, thank you so much. Ibanda Tati, thank you for joining. Benjamin Chikodi, thank you so much, Benjamin, for joining. I appreciate you, Benjamin. James Chukunyere. James Chukunyere. I appreciate you, James Chukunyere. Thank you for joining. Amuzie Simon. Thank you so much for joining, Amuzie Simon. I appreciate you. My beloved sister, Diana Agumbiade. Thank you so much for joining, Diana. I appreciate you. Roslyn Eke. Thank you for joining, Roslyn Eke. Thank you so much for joining. Nnamdi Ogu. Thank you so much for joining. And every other person that is there on the comment section, whether I mention your name or I didn't mention your name, you are highly respected and you are welcome in this very platform. You are part of the struggle. If you are still standing today on the right path, I bet you have every cause to glorify and thank Chukwu Kagame for making you part of this very success. If you are still standing firm up to this minute, you have every cause to be happy. You have every cause to be happy. I appreciate everyone who has been able to connect. Wherever you're joining from, Amechi Jonas, thank you so much, my beloved brother Amechi. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. You are always here with me also. So wherever you are connecting from and you are still standing on faithfully, following the Biafra Republic Community Design, which is the organization that we know today that genuinely pursuing our freedom, you have every right to be happy. Thank your star. You are blessed. If you are standing with Master Simon Ekpa today under the Biafra Republic Community in Exile, and you are supporting in one way or the other, you have every reason to thank your star. Norom Kelechi, thank you so much for joining, Norom Kelechi. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Norom Kelechi. Thank you so much for joining. So if you are standing firm today up to this minute and you are following the truth, because today it is very, very clear that the only truthful people, the only people that are faithfully and truthfully, sincerely pursuing the cause of the freedom of Biafra people is the Biafra Republic under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Noel Oluibo, thank you so much for joining, Noel. It is only the Biafra Republic in Exile and the Mazi Simon Ekpa, which is under control of Mazi Ekpa, is the one that is genuinely sincere, that we have proven, seen with proof. It is not by guesswork. There might be some people that are doing other things in the secret that we're not seeing. It is possible. There might be some people who are working on the ground. But I am telling you, the only legitimate group that we can see, that the whole world can confirm and see that these people are seeking for the freedom of their people, is Biafra Republic of Exile under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no doubt about that. Gone are the days when they say we are only online talking and ranting. Today, we have an administrative office on the ground in the United States. In that very office, if you have any complaint, if you have anything you don't agree, anything you want to, if you want to take us to court, you are free. That's access. You can't say you don't know the face of the people who are involved. Today, the Biafra restoration and the liberation of Biafra is having a face. It has a face, a solid face. We are a government. It is no longer an organization. During the era of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we were working as an organization. We made tremendous gain. The evangelism was done. The whole world had us and they saw us. And now we graduate in the time of restoration. There is no way you can enter into that restoration without having a government. You cannot restore Biafra as an organization. It's not possible. The restoration of Biafra can only happen when Biafra has a government. Only then you can have that opportunity to interact with other governments. Only then you can be able to engage diplomatically with some other governments and some other people that matter in the world. And that is what exactly happened. The IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, original IPOB of Mazi, was transformed into a government by the effort and help of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And today, we have the Biafra Republic in Exile as a government speaking and standing for Biafra, with liaison offices across the world. We have liaison offices across the world, and with our head office, administrative office in the United States, which we opened recently, and all of you saw the address. Visible place you can go, lay your complaint, ask your questions, and do things you want to do. This is the only organization that we know today that is working tirelessly for the restoration of Biafra. And if you want your freedom, you are a Biafran, and you genuinely seek for freedom, there is no reason why you will not support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. You don't have any reason whatsoever not to support it. That is why we have gotten the success we got today. I can bet you that Biafran people have made tremendous progress because of you that is watching me. Because of every one of you here. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria have been able to achieve a lot because of you. Those of us who are supporting the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, those of us who are supporting in one way or the other, financially and otherwise, our work is bearing fruit. And the whole world can see the fruit of our labor. Keep on doing what you are doing. Do not step back. There is nothing like rest. There's nothing like we pause, later we'll continue. No, it is forward ever and backward never. There is nothing like hold on. Oh, let's stop. And next month we start. Let's stop. No, we must have to continue to hold on to that success. We must sustain. We must sustain that success by all means possible. Whoever you are, wherever you are, and you call yourself a legitimate Biafran, you have to work tirelessly to make sure that this success we have made is sustained. It is a responsibility on my shoulder, on your shoulder. Every one of us that is genuinely seeking for freedom, we must make sure that this success that we have made so far is sustained. The success would have not been made without you. The success we made today would have not been possible without you. It would have not been possible. Our Prime Minister could have not done it all alone. It is because of your immense support. And that is why I love and I trust and I bless every Biafran. And I'm very, very proud to be a Biafran, an Igbo Biafran at that. And I want every one of you, wherever you come from, be proud of your identity. If you're an Ijo Biafran, be proud to be an Ijo Biafran. You are an Efik Biafra, be proud to be an Efik Biafra. You are Edo Biafra, be proud to be an Edo Biafra. Whichever part of Biafran you are, be proud of whom you are. As for me, I am an Igbo Biafran. And even in my next world, if there is a next world to come, when I come back, I will still come back as an Igbo Biafran. There is a next world to come after this, I will still come back as an Igbo Biafran. I am happy and proud. I'm good to look about maybe to be. And I want every one of us to do the same. Do the same. When you are proud of whom you are, you can be able to defend your identity at anywhere. You won't be hiding. You won't be hiding your face. You won't be hiding your face. You won't look twice before you introduce yourself to people. When you know yourself, you know whom you are, and you are confident of yourself, you won't look twice. You won't think twice before introducing yourself to people. And that is what the Biafra, the people that have the spirit of Biafra in them, the hardcore Biafrans that have the blood of Biafra flowing in their veins, they don't wait for any introduction. They don't wait for you to call them to join. They don't wait for you to beg them. Once they see, they hear Biafra, they wake up from their sleep. That is why when you hear Biafra, Biafra is just like, I don't know how to describe it. This is the only name that you mention. Whenever you mention it, everything stands still. When you hear it, everybody pay attention, no matter how busy you are, no matter your religion, no matter your location, no matter your, once you hear that name, you pay attention. That is why when I hear people who is telling us that we have to change the name have been bonized, the name is this, the name, you are wasting your goddamn time. For us to restore that nation, we have to restore it. If at a point in time that name will be changed, first of all, for the people who have sacrificed their life because of you and I on this name, we must have to raise a stone in their name. That thing they die for, about 5 million Biafrans who have given their life because of this name, we can't throw them to the dustbin. It's impossible. We can't. We can't just forget them. We cannot throw them to the dustbin. We must celebrate them. We must get this thing we're looking for through that name. At the end of the day, after we must have given them what they want, the spirit of the dead, they are watching. They are watching and they're hearing us. The spirit of our ancestors who have fought with this name, they are watching and they are looking at us to see what we will do. Until we achieve this aim, then and only then, even if we decide to change them, there's no problem. By then, we must have done our own due diligence. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwuka, do not allow anybody to push you aside, to bamboozle you, or make you to believe something different from what we have already known. Pay attention and be focused. You're welcome, my beloved sister. Thank you so much for joining. Good to see you again.
Can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Good morning from my location. How are you?
Good morning. You're welcome.
Thank you for what you are doing for Biafra. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, my dear.
I just wanna say hi, and I have one question. I know I'm supposed to ask this question to Prime Minister. So
Right.
concerning our land, when Biafra come, all these churches that is disturbing uh, our peace of mind, they will open churches from pole to pole, and they bring out their speaker outside. You battling with the noise of the generator, and also you battling with the noise of the so-called churches that have already occupied our land, like Boko Haram. So what are we gonna do with these churches? I don't know the topic. I just opened and saw you. I said, let me just brush this thing up. I don't know the topic that you created, but this is my biggest concern. So what are we gonna do with these mushroom churches that littered our land, more especially Biafra land? Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. Thank you so much for that question. Your observation is very, very important, and I think we have spoken about it several times, and even our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano also spoke about it. There will be regulation for everything in Biafra land. We cannot play with sound pollution when it comes to Biafra issue.
Too much.
When Biafra comes, we will not tolerate those sound pollution. There will be regulation, including churches. Both churches, traditionalists, you can't just begin to create such sound pollution unnecessarily. There will be regulation. Unlike in the zoo, where they don't regulate anything. In that contract from zoo, they don't even know how many churches they have. People just wake up from their sleep and they say they were called, and they just open a warehouse and begin to call on to people. And people just rush and accept it simply because God is called there, even when God doesn't exist in that place. But in Biafra, our Prime Minister have said it, and even Mazen Nandekano said it earlier, that there will be regulation for everything. It will be regulated. You can't just, even the number of churches you have in the street, it's regulated. After all, it is God you are worshiping. You cannot just wake up, you begin to build a church, or you begin to construct a shrine simply because you dreamed, you sleep and you wake up and you told us you dream that you are called. Called with who? If you are called, no problem. Go with your call personally, but don't use it and disturb the crowd. If you must open a church, there must be a procedure. There must be a regulation for every single thing in Biafra land. It must be regulated. It must be regulated. There's no two ways about it. This issue of putting sound, even the area, it's not in every area you go, you construct church. There will be an area designated for such a thing. The plan we marked up. There are certain areas you can put church. Not you go to a residential area, you put out speaker and begin to disturb people. Or you go in a marketplace and you begin to put speaker and go to disturb people. There will be certain places that will be marked out for such kind of events, for religious activities. Either it is a shrine or a church or a mosque or whatever. Whichever one that the government allows, they will show you where to build it, and there will be procedures to regulate it. There are certain things you don't do. There are certain things you don't do. Just like all this tithe of issue, they are talking about tithe, you pay tithe, you do this. There are certain regulations that must be done, and there are limitations to what you can have as a church. There's no way we can be able to permit them to begin to extort money from people after getting away from this one that we enter it again. It's not possible. It's not possible. Mazen Nandegan explained it during his own era, and Mazen Samuel also said it. There will be regulation for every single thing. That is why when Mazen Samuel was explaining, he talked about data. If you have a data, it will solve most of the problem that we have. With a database government, it will solve most of the problem. The problem in Nigeria today is that they don't have data. They don't know how many people we are born. They don't know how many people who dies. They don't even know how many Christians in that country. They don't know how many pastors, how many imam, how many native doctors they have. They don't know. So somebody can just wake up and tell you that I'm a native doctor. And that is it. And people will begin to go contribute money. Somebody will just wake up and say, I'm called, I'm a pastor. Ask him where he went to learn his pastorship. He said, I dreamed I was called. And that is it. And people accept it. So those things are making things uncontrollable. But in Biafra, our Supreme Leader has said it, and Prime Minister has said it, that there will be regulation. That one is for sure. We cannot permit this kind of thing they are doing in the zoo. It will not happen. It won't happen. Thank you, my sister.
Okay, thank you. One more question.
Okay.
So what about all these police stations from here and there? You know, police stations don't supposed to they don't supposed to build it close to the residential area.
All
Police
the
station, all the police
police
stations,
station, yeah.
you know, yes,
Yeah.
where you get your gas off or whatever they call it. So you will come in and they will build a police station in between where people live, in between resident housing, right? So would Biafra
Yeah.
come? Are we gonna still do that? Because in the zoo there is nothing like insurance. If your thing is poor, you are your own. You can't hold anybody responsible. So
Yeah.
are they gonna look at where they build all this filling station so that it will not be closer to people's home? That's another question that
Yeah.
I
Thank
have
you.
for you.
Thank you, my sister. That question is also a valid question, which has also been answered. I don't know whether if you watched there was a program with this, there was a program with this some time ago when they unveiled the city plan of Biafra. It was the program was done. If you want that plan, there are so many things that were being put on the plan on what to do. There are places you have to, residential area is residential area. Marketplace, even supermarket, there are certain things you don't just come, even structure, you don't just come and erect a 5-story building in any place. Or you just come because you have a land, you decide to build, occupy land and waste it unnecessarily. It doesn't happen. So just as I was saying, everything will be regulated. Whatever you want to build in Biafra land, you have to pass through the process. It has to be approved by the government. You don't just wake up. And there was one important comment that was made that the land ownership is going to move to the government of Biafra. This issue of fighting for land, community fighting for land and all those, they will all be compensated, and that issue of land will be handed over to the government to control, so that people will not just wake up from the blues and begin to fight over things that are irrelevant or begin to build structures unnecessarily. All those things will be regulated and controlled. And it is good that these questions are coming up. It has been coming up even when the time of Mazen Nandekano and this time around. It is a valid question. And as you're asking the question, members of the cabinet, they are here and they are watching and taking note. It has been discussed and they will know that Biafrans, this is what they want. That is it. Regulation will be placed in every single thing, and we cannot have this kind of structure we have in Nigeria. It will not happen. It will not. It will not.
Thank you so much, my brother. I'm gonna
Thank you
let
so
you
much,
go.
Master. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Bye
you.
bye.
All right. Have a
Bye
nice
bye.
day. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You too. Mhm.
So, fellow Biafrans, you have seen our sister asked a valid question. Just like question you want to ask, you feel free, you come in and ask your question. I'm going to try as much as possible to respond. If I don't have the answer, I will go back home, prepare, or I call in people that know better than me. They will come and answer you. But I believe there's no question that you answer here that will not be asked here that will not be answered. Because by the special grace of Chukwu Kabiama, we are working closely and we are listening and following every instruction given by the Supreme Leader of IPOB and by our Prime Minister, Mazen Samaneba. I started following this very struggle for a very long time. It is not just in the era of Kingdom Mazen Dankala. Since 2015, from 2015 when Mazen Nandekano was arrested in Lagos, from that 2015 till date, I have been following everything that has to do with Biafra. Brokers of Mazen Nandekano, his live section question and answer, I follow all and I watch. Up to this moment that he was kidnapped, I follow every program of our Prime Minister, Mazen Samaneba. If I miss it, I have to rewatch it. And for the fact that Chukwu Okabiama has given me that opportunity to serve in the media, you should know that at least I will have some valuable informations. So wherever you are watching today, as we are discussing, remember, we are in delegitimization of the government of Nigeria. The delegitimization of Nigeria is where we are today. As you're watching this video, that is where the struggle is. The restoration of Biafra is on top gear, and we are in delegitimization. In that delegitimization, it is on high speed. It is on high speed. So many of you must have seen several videos and information coming. If you are one of those that is following Master Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, on Twitter, you will have the update I'm talking about. Updates are coming. The delegitimization of the zoo in Biafra land is on high speed. And one of the reasons why the curfew was introduced is because of this delegitimization. It is because of the delegitimization. That is why the curfew of 3 weeks was placed. And in that curfew of 3 weeks, our Prime Minister made it openly clear that it is targeted at the officials, workers, secretariats of the federal government of Nigeria and the state government. Every office that is serving the government, that is the target. The curfew is not targeted at the individual. That is why it is from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I thank you, Pukab, that Biafrans are paying attention and they're listening. From 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. After 12 p.m., you can go to your various businesses. But the secretariat in Biafra land must remain locked for these 3 weeks. It must remain locked. And remember, our Prime Minister have warned recently. The information has come that if you know you are living near the secretariat, if you know you are staying doing any business around the secretariat, avoid that area. Stay about 100 kilometers away from that area. Any secretariat in Biafra land, whether federal or state, make sure you are 100 meters outside that area. Don't go close to that place. Don't do any business there. Do not, if you are living around, be very, very extra careful. Extra careful. Stay away at least 100 meters. At least 100 meters from the secretariat. Stay at least 100 meters away from the secretariat. Our Prime Minister have warned. You know, some of us, we don't listen until when it begin to happen. But the good thing is that before anything happens, our Prime Minister will come out and warn, so that when it happens, you are not going to hold anybody responsible. You will be responsible for your own carelessness. If you decide to gamble with your life, your blood will be on your head. One thing we will not do is to act without informing people. No. One thing our Prime Minister never does is to give an order without prior information. He will inform us. We will broadcast it. We will speak about it. We will talk about it before ever that order will be given. So if you fall victim, it is because you intentionally want to fall victim. You are going to be absolutely responsible. The warning has come again. Initially, it had been warned that you should stay away from any checkpoints. If you are a hawker, don't hawk near checkpoints. Tell your brothers, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, anyone that you see that is hawking near checkpoint, tell them to stay away. Do not, by any means, go and hawk near this filling station, the checkpoint. No. Another one is those of them who are using federal government number. If your brother, your sister, your uncle, your cousin, whoever you know that is using federal government number in his car, tell him to avoid Biafran territory. Tell him or her to avoid Biafran territory. If he must come there, he should make sure he remove that plate number. That plate number remains banned in Biafra land. And if you violate this order and you come into the territory, whatever you see, you take. Whatever you see, you take. If you decide to challenge the authority of the Biafra Republic of Exile and you come into whatever you see, you will face the consequence of your action. Federal government plate numbers, state plate numbers, don't drive it in Biafran territory. And the warning has come again about the secretariat. Do not do any any business or transaction within the secretariat. Within these 3 weeks in secretariat, you're not allowed. You must be 100 meters away from the secretariat. Stay away from the secretariat, 100 meters away. For some of them who have decided to violate this law, they will be visited. Every secretariat that is being open, all those secretariats open, their addresses, their locations have been delivered. And this warning is going, you never know when it will happen. You know, sometimes when a warning is given, some of you, they think it's a joke. They go about their businesses, or some of them are Thomas, they want to see before they believe. But I bet you, you might see, but you will not be able to tell the story. For those of you who are Thomas, you might see it, but you can't be there to tell the story. The best you can do for yourself is to obey simple instruction. The instruction is not to intimidate you, it is to save you. The delegitimization of the zoological republic called Nigeria has started, is on a high gear. Is on a high gear. And our Prime Minister has made it clear. He has given the order that anybody in uniform and you are bearing arms in Biafra land, you're on your own. If you are representing the zoological republic and you are bearing arms in Biafran territory, you're on your own. It does not matter your tribe. It does not matter your religion. It doesn't matter who sent you. It does not matter where you're working. We are going to treat you as an enemy. That is the order given by the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And I bet you every single order he gives is being carried out by the Liberation Army to the fullest. That it doesn't happen today doesn't mean it will not happen tomorrow. That it has not happened in your own area does not mean it's not happening somewhere else. Some of you have got news. You must have heard news. The Idwa Canon is still ongoing. Some of you have seen and heard about some victims of this Idwa Canon. Those ones who say we will not have peace. Those ones who are supporting the enemy to take the life of the innocent people in Biafra land. Every one of them is getting it hot today. One of the former commanders of the ESN that later joined Ibubago, an ESN member, a commander who later ran away and joined Ibubago, and they have used him. They have used him against our people on several occasions. Today, he has fallen. The Biafra Liberation Army have visited him. And as I'm speaking to you, he is no more. The Biafra Liberation Army have visited him and his group. Both the DSS that is guiding him, both the police, the force, and all the team he put around him. The Liberation Army went there and they sent them to heaven. They should go and explain to Chukwuka Gabiam why they were doing what they were doing. And many things were recovered. Many things were recovered. The Idwa Canon has continued. You saw those that traditional ruler, a traditional ruler who came out and was praying for the man that is destroying life. A traditional ruler that came out and he was praising a man that is destroying life. Today, where is he? Biafran people have visited him. The Biafran people have visited him. That's a traditional ruler. Most of you will remember. A traditional ruler who came out and he was swearing for Biafran people. And he was promoting an agent of darkness against Biafran people. One of them, that man, they have been visited. And today, even his corpse was set on fire. His corpse was set on fire. That is to show you how serious the Biafran people are. We are not joking. No. It is not a joke. This is a matter of life and death. That is why you see Biafrans. We have come a long way. We have lost so many people. Where are you going to start counting? Where are you going to start counting? Many brave men and women whose only crime is just asking for freedom for their people. Remember, we lost the parents of our Supreme Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because of this cause. It is because of this cause that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu lost his mother and his father, and they were buried the same day. Without his presence, he couldn't even see them during the burial. He could not set his eyes on them. Up to this minute, as you are talking, Mazen Nandekano is still in detention because of this struggle. In this struggle, we have seen people who have devoted themselves, left abroad and come back home to fight for their people. Look at Ikonso. Ikonso, who came out to defend his land. And they sold him out, and Ikonso was taken out. There are so many brave men, which am I going to mention? Both the ones that Benjamin Nagugu and the Karawat lawyer took their life. Most of our men, they did not fall in action. It was an informant, insider job that took them out because they wanted to stop the coming of the kingdom of God. But I tell you, you cannot stop it. The more you try to stop it, the more you give it more fire to go up. The more you try to stop the kingdom of God on the planet Earth to be established, the more you give it more reason to continue to grow up. Everywhere you are today, and you are a Biafran, we must sustain this very success we have been. You can only sustain it by increasing in everything you are doing. If you have not been supporting financially, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Kabema, this is the time that your finance is needed more than ever. And I'm saying it boldly because I can see the effect of the ones that have been done already. That is why when I talk about financing the Biafra Revolution of Exile, financing the Liberation Army, I don't say it chewing words. I say it because every penny you commit, every penny you contribute today, you can see it. You don't need to ask for anybody to come and do an account for you. You don't need to ask for an account. You can see the effect of the contribution I've made so far. You can see the effect. All you need to do is to pay attention, follow activity that happen. You can verify and investigate them by your own self. You see the way the zoo is running helter-skelter. You see today what they are doing. And when you see how they are running helter-skelter, you have to know that you must have to sustain this very thing. Look at the zoo today. Today, the Tucano jet they bought is no longer working for them. They are going to buy a new jet from Turkey. They are going to buy a helicopter gunship from Turkey. Their Tucano jet is no longer working for them. Hope Uzodinma have destroyed all the Tucano jets in Biafra land. The Biafran Liberation Army have rendered their Tucano jet useless. Today, they are going to Turkey to upgrade. As they are upgrading, you and I has to upgrade too. You and I, we must upgrade on our own side also. And I bet you, by the time they come back, what happened to them now will be worse than what happened in the past. Because it is not only because we have all the ammunitions, it's not because we have the strength or the wisdom. It is because we are pursuing a genuine cause. We are following the mandate given by Chukwu Kabema. We are only an instrument in the hand of Chukwu Kabema to make sure that that mandate goes on. No matter what anybody says, it does not matter whether you agree or you don't agree, whether you buy into it, everything works accordingly. Because we are standing on the truth. Because we are focusing on the truth. Because we are fighting a just cause. The Biafran people, we are not asking to dominate anybody. We are not asking to take over anybody's land. We are not asking for their so-called presidency of Nigeria. We are not planning a coup to overthrow their president. No. What we are asking is our own independence of our own land. We want to secure our own land that Chukwu Okikabio has given us. How is that a crime? How is that a crime? That is why I tell you, anything you are doing, do it with your head lifted high. Do it with pride. You remember when the Hinandama went and called the diplomats to help them to get Mazi Samanaba. You heard what the diplomat told them.
The French diplomat told them that Simon Ekpa is fighting for his own people, to free his people. If you have any contrary opinion from what he's doing, go and negotiate and talk with him and dialogue with him. A diplomat, a white man, a diplomat, a French man, the French that you know that they are very good in colonizing people, told them that this man is standing up for his own people. He's standing up for defending his people. If you have anything that you want to discuss with him, go to him. Discuss with him. That is to show you that we are on the right. But you see what they do. They don't even have the boldness to come out truthfully. Today you see them. When you see their attitude, you see that these people don't want to let go our Supreme Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. There is no plan anywhere. They are not making any plan to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If they are, from what they have felt and what they are seeing and what they are losing, they are supposed to have left Mazen Nnamdi, because this is a man. You see, when we are talking about releasing Mazen Nnamdi, some people who doesn't understand will think that we are asking for the release of a criminal. Some people who do not understand it properly, when they hear release Mazen Nnamdi, they will think we are asking for the release of a criminal. We are demanding for the release of an innocent man that the court, their own court, have said that this man is innocent. Their own court said that this man is innocent and that no law court has the right to try him. They say that no law court has the right to try this man. No law court has the right to try this man. That is what their own court said. The only thing we are saying is that they should obey their own law. We are not demanding for the release of a criminal. We are not demanding for the release of a guilty person. We are not demanding for the release of a convicted criminal. No. All we are asking is for them to obey their law. Release an innocent man. An innocent man who has not committed any crime, who your court have said that you do not have any right to sit him in any law court. Why is that difficult for some people to be bold to speak about? That is when I see some of them who call themselves elites in Biafra land talk. When I see them, I pity them. When I see them, the way they make their arguments, I pity them. You cannot be able to ask for the release of your innocent brother. What if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was guilty? Just imagine yourself. What if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was found guilty in their court? Could you imagine what would have happened? This man is innocent, yet you cannot boldly come to the media, or you cannot boldly protest and demand for his release. Just think for a while. What if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was guilty? What would be his fate? We are talking about a country that have released criminals that we have seen. Look at Abba Kyari. Some of you have forgotten the case of Abba Kyari. You see, that case have died. Abba Kyari, somebody they called a super cop. A super cop indicted in fraud, broad daylight fraud. Abba Kyari was indicted in fraud. Today, one of the person who was connected to is serving his own jail time in the United States. And the United States asked Nigeria to extradite these cops to come and answer his case in the United States. They refused. Why that case was going on, the NLDA caught this man in drug business. NLDA caught this man, this super cop, red-handed in a criminal selling drugs. They caught him on video. They caught him red-handed. And what did the government of Nigeria do? If it were to be in China, Abba Kyari would have run long ago. If we were to be in China, Abba Kyari would have been rotten long ago. If we were to be in a same country, Abba Kyari should be rotting in jail. This is somebody they call a super cop. But what did they do? What did they do? The same Muhammad Buhari, the same late Muhammad Buhari, who during his time, his first time, took the life of a woman. Buhari was the first man to execute a woman through fire squad. Let Muhammad Buhari, the first man to execute a woman through firing squad. He took the life of a woman, all in the name of drugs. But in his own time now, his own brother was caught red-handed, and not just a civilian, a serving police officer. They call him a super cop, and they swept it under the carpet. And when the main drug baron entered as the president, the very first thing he did was to release Abba Kyari. This drug baron in that office today, Tinubu, the very first thing he did when he entered as a president, the next thing was to release Abba Kyari. Abba Kyari was better bail. Today, do you ever hear any case of Abba Kyari anymore? Have you heard anything about that case? Have died and died a natural death. That is it. That is just one example. What of Magu? Magu, the FCC chairman. This is somebody who was supposed to maintain peace, law, and order and catch fraudsters. EFCC chairman, a Fulani man, turned to a fraudster, indicted in several kinds of fraud. And what did they do? They removed him from the office and still gave him an appointment in the police. Today, that case is there and buried. Nobody's talking about it. Look at the boy they just removed, and the EFCC chairman they just removed recently. The same thing. What they do is that they commit their crime as much as they can, and the next thing they announce it that they remove them, they give them chance to go and enjoy their loot. But if it were to be somebody from Biafra land, they will drag you to the mud. If you're from Biafra land, they will drag you to the mud and make sure that you did not see the light of the day. You saw what they did to Okorocha. You saw what they did to Okorocha. Okorocha was begging like was crying like a baby. In Okorocha case, they have to jump through the house. They have to bust the house from up to go there to make sure they get him. And he was crying like a baby. Look at Ojo Zokalo, also sharing tears like a baby. But still yet, all these things will be happening. And these dumb fools will still be there talking about one Nigeria. Why are they doing that? There is no other reason they are doing that, because they have already laid their foundation in criminality. That is why they don't have confidence or that strength or that energy to face their enemy. They have committed so many crimes that have indicted them. And they know that there is no hope anywhere. They have already accepted slavery and they signed up for it. That is why none of them can be able to fight for themselves or make an argument. And this is why, if you are waiting for any elite anywhere to come and free you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're going to wake up in your grave. If you're waiting for any elite in Biafra to join this struggle or to support it, if you're waiting for anybody, a politician, to join this struggle to support it, you are just wasting your energy. And I thank you for the direction that the Prime Minister of Biafra has taken. We are going to give them a run. We are going to chase them away from Biafra. Every single one of them will be chased away from Biafra land. We don't want them. Every one of them will go to exile, because we don't want to fight another battle after this very one. We will use one stone to kill two birds. That is what our Prime Minister said. In the course of this restoration, every internal conflict, we are going to solve them once and for all. Send them exile, so that when Biafra comes, we will not have all this unnecessary conflict. We are going to send them packing from Biafra land. And it has started. It has started. Just watch and see. You'll be hearing the news wherever you are watching this program from. I appreciate you, and I urge you to please pay attention to events. The link I clicked here, if you have a contribution to make, you have a question to ask, you have a recommendation to make, you have a thanksgiving to give, you have anything you want to say, click that link and come in. You want to pray for our Prime Minister, you want to pray for our Supreme Leader, click that link, come in and express yourself. This is an interaction session. It is so sad that it's only our sister that was bold enough to come out and ask a question. She has been here always. That's a wonderful sister. She's always making her contribution whenever she comes. She makes her contribution and asks a question. But we have a lot of people watching. I have said it. It is not compulsory that you must show your face. You can just come on, click the link, take off your video, and you make your speech. Always pick that courage, because I can bet you that those contributions you're making is going a long way. Everything you say here, every question you ask, members of the Biafra Republic of Nigeria are watching and they are listening. And they have been taking note. Biafra will not be built by one person. Biafra is a nation that belongs to everyone, and every one of us need to contribute to the building of Biafra. You never can tell the word you will speak how far it will go. Nobody knows it all. You never can tell how many souls you could win by your own statement. You never can tell who can change because of what you have said, your confessions, because of your prayer. That is why I created this interactive section. When I come in, one after the other, you click the link, you come in, say your mind, and remember, you must not agree with every single thing I'm saying. If you have your argument, the only thing you can do is to keep it civil. I will allow you as much time as you want to make your argument, and we'll sort it out. We disagree to agree. That is how our Sudamazin Nanikan was able to win the soul he won. I have been watching the question and answer section of Amazin Nanikan. He has never shunned anybody down. He has never refused to answer any question. He's going to answer you, no matter how irrelevant your question. Make suggestion, that thing that is bothering you, that is worrying you in your heart, that thing that is making you not to make your contribution. If you know that thing that they're telling you, if that thing you are hearing, because some of us are listening to different kinds of people. Some of us are listening to different. And I want to ask you, who are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Very important. Who are you listening to? Today, it is obvious there is only one way. There is only one people that are standing and working through the Biafra Republic government in exile. That is the only way. And the de facto government homeland. There was some information flying that some people are sharing forms in Biafra land. Some people are going around sharing forms in Biafra land that people should come and join the de facto government in homeland. There is no such thing. I have told you, if you see any form, anything, do not pay attention to it. Any information you want, if you don't hear it from our platform, you don't hear it from our Prime Minister, you don't see it on his Twitter handle, it is false. ESN is not recruiting. De facto government in Holland is not recruiting. Don't go and expose yourself to danger. Any information you did not hear from the media of Biafra Republic of Israel, any information you did not hear from his platform. That is why I always urge people, go to the platform of Master Sam, whatever, follow him on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter. It will do you a lot of good. If you follow him on Twitter, there's no way you'll be confused or deceived. Anything you didn't hear from him doesn't exist. And I hope Biafra pay attention and make sure that we don't deceive. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for joining. My brother Maxwell.
Thank you. Thank you, brother Chicks. Thank you so much. Good morning to you. Good morning to Biafran people all over the world. Good morning to Mazen Namdekan, wherever he is. And may God continue to strengthen him. We will continue to pray for him. Already I knew that God's spirit has been with him because he sought the face of God before embarking on this, perilous journey. And I use this opportunity to greet our Prime Minister and his family in Finland. I use this opportunity also to greet all the media warriors, great men and women of media. Anytime I come across you people, I feel proud to have your blood running me as well. I greet the Umuadas, I greet the ESN, I greet the BLA, I greet every real Biafran agitator that is making it easier for us to get our Biafra. The hope of the Biafran people is Biafra. And I believe that with the little work that we have put in place, Chukwu Abiyama is going to authorize it for all of us. I say, may God continue to bless all of you. May God bless our people in Biafra land. We know what they are going through. It is not easy, but there is no price that is not worth paying for our freedom. We must pay. We must do what we're supposed to do in order to get our freedom. And we are going to get our freedom in the name of Chukwu Abiyama. God bless you. Yes, the delegitimization of the zoo government in Biafra land is fast. It is very, very fast. In fact, it's going faster than I thought. I do not know what, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu laid a very fantastic, foundation for this. Because there is nothing that is not built on foundation that will survive. The information that he and the building of IPOB under him, as at that time, irrespective of how flawed some of them that surrounded him and how fraudulent some of them were, the mantle still on the spirit of Biafra has even consumed you, consumed me, and the rest of everybody, and even consumed more, taking more of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafran Republic in exile. You see, it is quite obvious what happened, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. And that is the full step. We are now plowing on that foundation, the information and everything the man has built for us. So there is nobody that will make any progress if you don't have a foundation. It will be difficult for you if you don't have foundation and you are trying to build. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did that for us. And I'm so happy for what he has done. He has gone, he is over there incapacitated, then we have taken over the mantle to fight for our people. It is obvious. So, my brothers and sisters, the only thing I will tell you here now is this: be resolute. Be steadfast in everything that you do. Don't tarry. If you tarry, the enemy has won. If you are consistent, the enemy will flee. They will flee and run away. Even those within will vamoose. And we are going to force them to vamoose through our resoluteness and steadfastness. I thank you so much, and may God bless all of you for the good work that you are doing. My brother Chooks, I also wanted to extend my greetings to my sister Linda. May God bless her too. I think by Thursday she will be coming live, right? I will join as well. I will endeavor. I will try to join her. Thank you so much, my brother, for having me. May God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and give you much more blessings. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, and we'll see you again. Thank you so much. So, fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you're watching from, brother who is always encouraging us, he is one of our formidable comrades, very, very strong one at that. He defends Biafra everywhere he goes. Defends Biafra. He's one of us. He's one of us, even though he's living in Ghana. But for me, I don't see him as a Ghanaian. I see him as my fellow Biafra, because he is doing something that most of us that are claiming to be Biafrans are not doing. So wherever you are, you have no excuse to give. We have gotten to a stage where every hand must be on deck. The stage that we are now is a stage where every hand must be on deck. There's no excuse for anybody. And I want to urge you that is watching me, please, we must to sustain this very success we've made. We must. It is a must that we will sustain the success that we've made so far. If we don't, it is going to be very, very devastating. We have come a long way, and there's no going back. We must sustain this success that we have made. There is no going back anymore. Biafra is fast coming, faster than we expected. All you are supposed to do today is to key in and begin to do what you are supposed to do. Key in on your own side. Just start doing what you know you can do best. Any contribution you know you can make, start doing it. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile needs your support. Master Samuel Ekpa needs your support and your prayer. He can't do it alone. He can't do it alone. You need to be there. If not for any other thing, Master Samuel Ekpa has proven himself capable. He has proven himself sincere. He has proven himself clean. He has proven himself that he knows the road. Follow who knows road. What are you waiting for? And I put you about the cheers and hear me now. So what are you waiting for? Let us support the Biafra Republic of Israel, support our Prime Minister, pray for Mazen Nandekano for him to join us very, very soon. I appreciate everyone that have joined this very broadcast, wherever you have joined us from, any place you have connected this program from. I say, may Chukwu guide and protect you. Those who are watching now and those who are going to watch later, I appreciate every one of you. I welcome you once again, and I say, please stay strong. There is no sacrifice that is too much to pay for freedom. Whatever we are doing today, Chukwu is going to see us through. At the end, every one of us will rejoice. There is already light at the end of the tunnel, and we can see the light shining bright. So we have no reason to withdraw. It is forward ever and backward never. May Chukwu guide and protect all the Biafrans, all the Biafran friends, all our neighbors, all our sincere people that is far and wide, anyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom, regardless your race, your nationality, your religion, your belief, your dialect, whatever it is, we pray that Chukwu will keep you to see freedom. May Chukwu guide and protect all the members of the Biafran Liberation Army, all the ESN members, all the Black Marine, all the Strike Force members. May Chukwu guide and protect them and secure them. May Chukwu guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms on daily basis. May Chukwu guide and protect them, secure them, give them more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, continue to walk until we get to Biafra. May Chukwu guide and protect all the Umuada, all the members of the cabinet of Biafra Republic of Exile. May Chukwu be with them, give them more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and strengthen them to continue to run this race until we get to our destination. May Chukwu guide and protect our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, wherever he is at this moment. Chukwu is you that sees in secret and in open. Continue to guide him, continue to protect him. Every challenge is on his way, sort it out for him. Sort it out for him. Sort it out for him. Every challenge is on his way. Every obstacles on his way. Every hindrances on the way of our Prime Minister. May Chukwu send angels from above to begin to clear the road for him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Whatever hole they have dug for him, whatever pit they have dug for him, they will fall into it. They will fall into it. They will fall into it. May Chukwu come and grant him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, more revelations. May Chukwu come and give him a wisdom of 1,000 men so that he will continue to take the right decision at the right time. May Chukwu come and protect our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano. Wherever Mazen Nandekano is at this minute, we commit him in the hand of Chukwu Kabiama for divine grace, for divine victory. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to be with him. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to guide him, protect him, and secure him wherever Mazen Nandekano is. We cover Mazen Nandekano with the presence of Chukwu Kabiama. We cover him with the grace of Chukwu Kabiama. We cover him with the anointing of Chukwu Kabiama. May Chukwu Kabiama heal him of every infirmity. Whatever poison they put in his food, let it turn to vitamin for him. Whatever they have injected in his body, let it turn to vitamin in him. Whatever they do to weaken his body, let it turn to a vitamin and make him stronger. May Chukwu come and revise everything negative against him to be positive. I pray that Chukwu will come and guide and protect Mazen Nandekano and bring him back to us very, very soon. Very soon. We are going to celebrate Mazen Nandekano in his lifetime as a hero. He is going to raise the flag with us. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazen Samuel shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nandekano shall prosper. I appreciate every one of you. Join me again in the evening on Choose for Survivor channel, Choose for Survivor page. Join me for Choose Survivor page on Facebook. I will be broadcasting there in the evening. If you have time, join me so that we continue. If you don't have time, I will see you again tomorrow, same time. But please make sure you subscribe on this channel Make sure that your notification bell is on so that you'll be notified each time I come online. You'll be among the first to get information so that we can gather. And again, prepare your question. Prepare your question. Whatever thing you have to say, be bold. Come out tomorrow and ask your question and make a contribution so that we can push this information forward. Remember, the radical evangelism is for you and I. We must continue. We move and not going back. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for joining. Stay blessed. See you again.